Hey guys, how are you doing today? I've got a really cool comparison to show you today. I've got two Seiko SKX watches. Very common watches. You'll see these everywhere, all over the internet. And as you guys know, they're very heavily modded watches. Like you can pretty much buy any part you can think of on the internet to replace these watches for. It was half the reason why I bought one in the first place, is because you can totally customize it and make it into anything you want. It's almost like, I guess it's almost in a way, it's the Honda Civic of watches that are out there. Very reliable, very dependable, and a lot of people will say that these watches can stand up to just about any kind of a beating and keep on ticking kind of thing. So I first bought this watch it was several months ago. Really loved it. Bought the Crafter Blue watch band for it. I guess I'll do a separate review on that watch band in a little bit later. But it's been, like I said, it's been a great watch. Absolutely awesome. I was looking to modify this, put on a new bezel, but then I stumbled across this model here. I shouldn't say it's a model. This is actually a mod. It's called the TST Tiger Shroud mod. It basically turns your SKX into essentially a tuna. When I saw it, it was absolutely awesome. I was going to send this watch out to do it. I happened to get lucky, and there was one on eBay, and I managed to pick this up on eBay, and so far I absolutely love it. I think it's an excellent mod. I think it's kind of what the watch needed. A lot of the tunas that are out there that you guys will see are close to 50 millimeters in diameter. Yeah, I think it's 52 millimeters in diameter. They're huge. They sit on your watch, they sit on your wrist really big. I'm not that much of a big watch guy. That was half the reason why I really like the SKX. I think it's 42 millimeters. I thought it was like a really great size. This shroud mod that they put on, I guess it makes it to a 47 millimeter size, but I guess the only way to say it's a small 47 millimeter, right? It still wears like a normal SKX. It doesn't seem overly bulky on your wrist. It doesn't stick up too high, right? It's not too high of a watch, and it's just absolutely awesome. The shroud, is definitely more there for, originally it's supposed to be there for extra protection around the watch. It's definitely, I think it just looks a whole lot better and just makes it look so much more like a better design. I'm very happy with it. It's definitely very cool. These screws actually are functional as well, which is great. All it takes is a little Torx head, boom, the whole thing comes off. So what the modification is this guy in England will basically take your normal SKX. He basically machines all around it, so it all like flattens out, and then also machines out this piece of stainless out of solid stock, and boom, it goes on. It's really, really cool. The watch itself definitely feels more. It adds a little bit of weight to the normal SKX, but not as much as you'd expect. So you can definitely feel it a little bit, but it definitely holds really well. One downfall to the new TST mod is that if you do have a custom fitted band like the Crafter Blue here, it doesn't fit because they actually end up having to machine down the lugs. If you notice, let's see if I can get a good angle there. You see they actually machine it down, and therefore the curved end of the Crafter Blue will not fit on the TST mod. But that was, I think honestly it's kind of a small price to pay. It's a really cool watch. I went out and got this, it's a Zulu Diver watch band. As you can see, I've definitely gotten it dirty. It's yellow. It definitely shows its dirt well, but but the Zulu Diver band is a good match for this. It holds up. It definitely flexes really well, moves around really well on the watch. You know, I've seen some reviews for these also online, but they don't really show too much about how it goes on in the back. So I definitely want to show there, you know, the guy does a really good job machining everything right out. You can easily still get to the time and date adjuster, the crown. What am I saying? The crown. You can easily get to that. You can, you know, it screws back in, screws out. There's no change there. I mean, it is definitely a little bit harder to get to, but in all honesty, like, since even when I was wearing this one for, like, you know, the 6 or so months, like, I maybe adjusted the time once on it. So I'm assuming I'll probably end up doing the same on this one here. So it's not a big deal if it's a little bit harder for me to get to it, if it's something that I just like once in a blue moon, I guess, right? Other than that, all the other functions are great on it. You know, the bezel still turns. Honestly, I was thinking about maybe getting like an illuminated bezel or something ceramic, kind of dress it up a little bit more. But I don't know. As it is right now, I definitely think it's absolutely awesome. It's definitely just straight up just a great watch. You know, in comparison, you know, kind of do a side by side here. You know, it's definitely the same. Both watches are the same depth. It's just that it takes the curves out of your normal SKX and turns this into pretty much almost like a little mini tuna, you know, in a way, like a real baby tuna, I guess, as you can say. I'm gonna put it on my wrist right now. Put it on. I tend to let's see if I can get it in. But as you can see, it wears really well. It's not overpowering on the wrist. It's not too big. It fits just really, really well. I'm definitely very excited about it. And if you guys have the means, I definitely suggest getting this mod done or finding a watch that has something like this done to it. The really cool part, I do want to say, and I'll add again, is that these are actual functional screws. You take this off, the case slides right off, and you can actually still kind of wear it like an SKX if you really wanted to get rid of the shroud, although it's definitely like all machined down on the inside. But it's great because if you ever get like a lot of dirt or something like that in there, you get a lot of mud in there, you can just basically unscrew it and get everything out. It doesn't affect its waterproof ability as well. It's still, as far as I know, it's still good for 200 meters because the screws are just kind of machined and drilled and tapped into the case, and it doesn't affect the depth rating of the watch in any way. So yeah, so that's my comparison I wanted to show you guys today. It's definitely really, really cool. But if you like the SKX and you like a tuna, but you're afraid the tuna's too big, this is an excellent alternative. And it's actually a little bit cheaper. Another reason why I did this as well is because a tuna is like $400 or $500, and especially some of those Marine Master tunas, and they are roughly, you know, you're talking $400 or $500 like used on eBay. Some of them go for $1,000, $2,000, and spending that kind of money for a quartz watch, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I feel like if you're going to spend that kind of money, you want something that's mechanical. Feel like something that's like that actually has some kind of value to it, and that's what's so great about this mod, is that basically you've got an automatic watch, you've got a mechanical automatic watch that basically is like the tuna. So really cool stuff. That guy Tiger UK TST shroud, definitely look him up. It's absolutely awesome. I'll try to post a link to it in the comments, or not the comments, in the comments below. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see anything else about these watches. I'm more than happy to show them off as much as I can. They're really cool. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon.